I'm Janice Thiessen. I'm an assistant professor here at the University of Winnipeg, Department of History. This is my second year here on campus, and my first book is coming out in April. It's called Manufacturing Mennonites, Work and Religion in Post-War Manitoba. And it's a study of three businesses and their owners and managers and workforce. The businesses are Palliser Furniture here in Winnipeg. It is Canada's largest, well, one of Canada's largest furniture manufacturers. It used to be the largest private employer in this province until MTS was privatized. The second of the three businesses is Lowen, which is a wood window manufacturer in Steinbach, largest wood window manufacturer in the country, recently purchased by a Danish group, but it was family owned for the longest time. And the third company is Friesen Printers. Friesen's is an Altona business, and they're the largest full-color press in the nation. And so the book looks at the origins of these businesses and how they have changed over time in terms of structure, but it also looks at the Mennonite community in Manitoba and how Mennonitism has been redefined over time, particularly how Mennonitism has changed after World War II in response to industrialization and urbanization. So all these businesses undergo major transformations in the post-45 period, even though all of them were, well, Palliser was founded in '44, but the other two were founded early 20th century. But all of these businesses undergo massive expansion with subsequent changes to the business structure. And one of the arguments the book makes is that in that process, what it means to be Mennonite in Manitoba changes not only for these folks employed in these businesses, but for Mennonites within the province as a whole. I argue that there are three groups in essence: the Mennonite intellectual elite, those Mennonites employed at Mennonite colleges or Mennonite pastors, those who are attempting to argue a particular vision for Mennonitism. The second group are the Mennonite business owners, who form a class unto themselves, have their own objectives, and then the third are those who work within these businesses. So they have different understandings of what it means to be a good Mennonite, based in part on their class position. And with the election of the first NDP government in Manitoba in '68, there are changes that happen within the Mennonite community. It's essentially a giant conflict because they have to come to terms with their understanding of unionization, their religious beliefs with respect to that. They also have to understand what it means to be a Mennonite in an urban situation when for the longest time they were largely rural. And the objectives of each of those three groups, the intellectual elite, the management and owners, and the workers, are all very different because they have those different class positions. The book comes out in April, and it will be launched at McNally Robinson on the 27th of April, which is a Saturday at 2 p.m.